How did he know that the pain was coming, that the person, place, or thing was coming to terrorize you, to hurt you, to abuse you? And yet he is going to continue to be called a loving God out of your mouth? Yes. Yes. Number one, let us make sure through prayer, through our time in the Word, let us make sure that the pain that we're experiencing is not the burden that we're to be bearing, is not the specific task that we have been assigned to demonstrate to that person, place, or thing that Jesus Christ is Lord. Let us not so value our flesh more than returning to our righteous God. Let us not murmur. Let us not bicker and complain when we are assigned to this terror, assigned to this hurt or pain for the salvation of this person, place, or thing, for God's perfect will, for Him to receive glory through you. We are the hands and feet. We are the tools that He uses. Help us to work for the advancement of His own kingdom in all ways. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13 reads, "No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. God is faithful, and He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability." Beyond your ability. Whether you want it to stop now or not, whether you didn't want it in the beginning or not, He has chosen you. And once you accept that, you are closer to working toward God as opposed to in rebellion to His greater purpose and plan that has you included. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13 continues as, "But with the temptation He will also provide the way of escape, that you may be able to endure it." So, let's say you don't want it. And most likely you don't, because it's painful, it's hurting, it's embarrassing, or it's terrorizing. It's negative. Any way we look at it, it's negative. You don't like it, you don't want it. But your experience through this assignment is going to be harder unless you understand that your focus should be on Yahweh and not the person or the place or the thing that you can see. First, I think it's where we are a vessel, and we have to see ourselves as a spiritual being having a fleshly experience. And once we hear that, we should gravitate toward believing that. When we settle on believing that, we can get closer to living that way and away from preservation of the body and closer to preservation of the advancement of God's kingdom in all ways, even at the expense of our how we look, how we live, and the peace and serenity that we have while we're here on earth. It is a gift to have peace. It is a gift to have our legs and a sound mind and food. It is a gift. But if we are not afforded those things, that has nothing to do with the fact that, with the truth that God is still exists, and that He fully loves you and desires for you more than you could ever love or desire for yourself.